The Orkney Museum is a treasure trove of history and culture, located in the heart of Kirkwall. The museum is housed in Tankerness House, a historic building that dates back to the 16th century and was once the home of a prominent local family. The museum showcases the rich and diverse history and culture of Orkney, from the Stone Age to the present day, with a collection of artifacts, photographs, and interactive displays. The museum has several galleries that cover different periods and aspects of Orkney's past. The first gallery explores the prehistoric era, when Orkney was inhabited by hunter-gatherers and farmers who built impressive monuments such as Skara Brae and the Ring of Brodger. You can see some of the tools, pottery, jewelry, and bones that they left behind, as well as learn about their beliefs and rituals. The second gallery focuses on the Picts and Vikings, who arrived in Orkney between the 6th and 9th centuries AD. You can discover how they shaped Orkney's culture, language, and identity, and how they interacted with each other and with the wider world. You can admire some of the exquisite carvings, coins, weapons, and ornaments that they produced, as well as see some of the runic inscriptions that they left on stones and walls. The third gallery covers the medieval and early modern period, when Orkney was part of Norway and then Scotland. You can learn about the political and religious changes that affected Orkney and how its people adapted to them. You can also see some of the everyday objects that they used, such as furniture, clothing, books, and toys. The fourth gallery deals with the modern era, from the 18th century to today. You can find out how Orkney developed its economy, society, and culture, and how it was influenced by events such as the World Wars, the oil boom, and the digital revolution. You can also see some of the artworks, crafts, and inventions that Orkney's people have created over time. The museum also has a temporary exhibition space that hosts changing displays on various topics related to Orkney's history and culture. The current exhibition is George Mackay Brown, which celebrates the life and work of one of Orkney's most famous writers. The Orkney Museum is a must-see for anyone who wants to learn more about this fascinating archipelago and its people. It is open from Monday to Saturday, from 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., and admission is free. You can also visit the museum's gift shop, which sells a range of books and souvenirs, or enjoy a stroll in the beautiful Tankerness House Gardens. The Orkney Museum is not only a place to learn about the ancient history and culture of Orkney, but also a showcase of its contemporary artistic and literary expressions. The museum regularly hosts temporary exhibitions on various topics related to Orkney, such as the life and work of local poet George Mackay Brown, who was born and lived in Orkney. George Mackay Brown was one of the most influential Scottish writers of the 20th century. He wrote poems, novels, short stories, plays, and essays that drew inspiration from the landscape, history, and people of Orkney. He was also a friend and collaborator of other famous Arcadian artists, such as composer Peter Maxwell Davies and painter Sylvia Wishart. The exhibition at the Orkney Museum celebrates the centenary of George Mackay Brown's birth, and it displays some of his personal belongings, manuscripts, photographs, and letters that reveal his creative process and his connections with Orkney and beyond. It also features some of his original publications, as well as artworks and music inspired by his writings. The exhibition is a tribute to George Mackay Brown's legacy and his contribution to Orkney's cultural identity. It invites visitors to discover or rediscover his rich and diverse works that capture the essence of Orkney's past and present.